End of the song. What is this? Are they cringing? It doesn't look.
No! What happened? It was fine beforehand.
Cringing? It doesn't.
What did I do to fuck that up? It was just
Are they cringing? It doesn't. Are they?
It was perfectly fine before.
Just out of curiosity, how would you define overproduced?
I don't know. Like, why do you need, like, 8 drum kits in one track and, like, 30 people singing for no reason? And, like, everything is just, like... where the production value is compensating for there being no real heart or soul is the problem. That's what I would call overproduced. Yeah, so this is the scene with the hyenas showing up to fuck with the cubs. And I think I go over this one pretty quickly, I guess, but it's still like, I don't know. It still takes a while. Even when I think I'm being, like, quick with it, it's like, this is still a lot. Like, when I'm not talking about every single thing and I'm literally just... Anyway, oh my god, it's so silly. So we're getting up to the hour-and-a-half mark really easily now. And this is like before... We're still way before Mufasa dies. I hate this so much. So we got the disappointed scene. We've got be prepared, which I'll have a lot to say about. And then we got Mufasa death scene, which I'll also have a lot to say about. I feel like the video's gonna be like at about 2 hours by the time Mufasa dies. I feel like I might have half an hour worth of shit to say here. Like, I don't know. At least 15 minutes. Like, this video is going to be at least an hour and 45 minutes before Mufasa dies. Because I have a lot to say about this. And it's like, it's a well-paced review. It's not like I spend way too long talking about every single thing. It's just I have a lot to say about everything, so single little thing. I'm not like stretching out the runtime or anything, you know? Yeah, this is going to be longer than the Kimba review somehow.
How against breaking it into 1 hour chunks are you?
No, I don't want to break it into 1 hour chunks. It just seems so stupid. It's a worse video if it's not all together. Yeah, it just means I'm not going to get it done this year. It's going to be a 2021 review, not a 2020 review. Which is a little sad, but whatever. It'll help me out when I spend most of next year catching up on like the other shit that I've abandoned this year, like my list videos and my Synecdoche series. It'll help me out in the sense that people won't be able to say, you didn't make a video all year. I'll be like, no, I made a fucking 4-hour video this year. Yeah, I think it's gonna be like 3 hours long. It's like my guess right now, because I have a lot to say about a lot of this shit. So we made it from, like... literally just talking about, like, the Japanese dub here, and then now... Hyena shit. That's like a full 10 minutes right there. And, like, that barely covers any... That's, like, the shortest scene in the movie is, like, the hyena scene. When's Cyberpunk coming out?
December 10th.
Oh, December... Oh, no way. No way I'm gonna have mine released before Cyberpunk, sorry. I'll be out before Yandere Simulator, though. Which I guess is literally never happening. Is that the case?
Yes.
At least that, like, you know, I'm going through this stuff. Anyway, the hyena that I recorded. And I know that there's, like, parts... really lame chase scene that will be fun to edit here. It's just like, I've got so much more to record now. I've got so much more to record still. What the fuck? It crashed! Yeah, I know it quit unexpectedly. Duh. I love how it tells me that, like, 5 minutes later, like, your program crashed! John, bravo!
Yeah,
And then they stand on a rock.
My belly feels great.
Oh my
Honestly, I
god!
do might disagree with you on Scar's dialogue being too on the nose in the remake. It's more on the eye, ha ha ha.
Where's the joke? And it's just a wild coincidence. Oh, that's that worked out. Fucking Pharrell. Yep, this is totally exactly how it's supposed to sound, and it's just a wild coincidence. Exactly how it's.
David Cage said he can't be a homophobe because he knows Ellen Page. If he gets accused of transphobia, will he say I know Elliot Page?
Yeah, now David Cage's excuse doesn't work anymore. Of how he can't be homophobic because he knows Ellen Page. Sorry, turns out you knew Elliot Page. So you are homophobic, David Cage. And you're also gay at the same time. He's now both homophobic and gay. Because he was lusting over Elliot Page. The first homophobic gay man. Actually, no, there's actually a lot of those. Seems like every week. Anti-gay preacher caught in a 25-person male gangbang that couldn't have waited until after the pandemic. And that's why they got caught.
We should take bets on whether Scoot will dead name Elliot on Sunday.
Don't even fucking mention it in chat. How about that? How about just don't even fucking mention it? I can only imagine how funny it sounds to Japanese people. Arigato, Japan. Arigato. You say arigato like we say arigato. Arigato, Japan. Osamu Tezuka. I'm a big fan of Osamu Tezuka.
Actually,
arigato, Japan.
Cares about animation, and because of that, their voice acting roles are typically given to voice actors instead of talk show.
Yeah, it's too long. I already have Nazi John in there like 3 times. So.
About animation, and because
Man, he is way too happy. Was he always this hyped for every movie he has done? Or just Lion King?
That's quite a lot. Thank you so much. He knows how to market. He's a part of the machine.
instead of talk show hosts and Illuminati members.
That pic.
It is a great picture, isn't it? It's like the best picture of anyone ever of all time. She's so muscular. She's got very muscular thighs in this pic. It's funny that they tried to imitate that weird ass Rafiki shit in the Japanese dub. They heard it in the English dub, they're like, that's what they want.
All of this? All of this?
All of this?
これ全部父さんの国?
See, that sounds fine. Not only does Mufasa's line delivery sound fine, but like the microphone isn't peaking in this recording.
これ全部父さんの国?
Right? Why is it just Jon Favreau's version that's peaking?
You roar. You roar. You roar. You roar.
Why is it every other language track seems to have this shit figured out, John?
Yes, but a king said,
It's in the movie.
yes,
It's like actually in the movie.
but a king's time is
僕のものになるの?
The microphones just sound so much better in this.
これが全部僕
It's like they recorded it properly.
We both want to find a way out.
sounds better. It kind of sounds better, you know? He sounds like more animalistic. He sounds less incel, more animalistic. Like that's part of what Jeremy Irons' performance. That's part of what made Jeremy Irons' performance good, you know? He was trying to sound lion-esque.
We both want to find a way out.
Which I don't hear at all with Chiwetel Ejiofor. But I hear with the Japanese dub.
Wow! $100? That's a lot of money!
I remember when this movie was recently new, they showed it on the cruise I was on at their time. There was a good mix of adults and their children go on about 15 minutes in and half. The theater is empty.
That's
Many
hilarious.
of them commented on how terrible this movie was.
That's so funny. Thank you. It's like less distracting when it's not John Oliver, you know? He sounds like he's trying to be like a lion, you know? There's like so much more effort there. The voice acting is just like a lot better.
You deliberately disobeyed me.
I know.
You could have been.
I know. It's like it's so crazy. My God.
Killed.
Yeah, and so the Japanese dub isn't perfect. There's some things that are actually there's like one thing about it that's actually worse. I was going through the this song. There's a lot of really obvious auto-tune on this. Auto-tune. Yeah. I have the marker right there because this is a moment that's like, ugh. The auto-tune's so obvious. So that's the Japanese dub. So that's an example where the Japanese dub is not superior. And then this part, I don't remember being any better, honestly. When you're working off of the English version and you're like, this is what they wanted.
Adam, do you think Disney will make Lion King 2 live action?
They're already making a sequel to the live-action Lion King. That's already confirmed. It's directed by Barry Jenkins. Isn't that fucking insane? The director of Moonlight?
Oh no. Oh God, no.
Yeah, Barry Jenkins, the director of Moonlight, is making The Lion King 2019 2. But it doesn't seem like it's going to be like a remake of the straight-to-DVD Lion King 2. It seems like they're going to try their own thing. It's literally the most successful animated film of all time. Why would they not make a sequel? It's made more money than every other animated film in existence. Not combined, but... Yeah, Barry Jenkins. Isn't that going to be so weird? It's funny that they're not getting back Jon Favreau.
Fun fact, the Japanese VA for Mufasa in the 2019 version also voiced him in the original.
Yeah, I noticed that too. So they did the whole, we're using the same voice actor thing. Like the American one did, except this time it worked out because the voice actor wasn't like 98 years old. So is James Earl Jones still alive? I think he is, right? I hope he doesn't die the day I release my Lion King video. Because that would just be bad optics. He's 89. I was pretty close. It would be extremely unfortunate. Because then people would be like, come on, Adams, now's not the time. I think he might die before I release this. I don't know. You never know. He's fucking ancient. That's the problem.
これ全部父さんの国？
そうだ。
Yes. Yes! That's what it should be. Yes! Isn't yes like hi in Japanese? I wonder what soda is in Japanese. It's literally translating to soda. I'm typing the hiragana in Japanese, and it's literally just translating in English to soda. Which there's no way that's what he's supposed to be saying. S-O-U-D-A. Soda. Okay. Okay. Sono tori desu is what I'm getting. Well, what the... That's it, is what I'm getting in Google Translate. Soda. That's it. Verified. This translation was verified by Google Translate contributors.
Soda. That's it. 新バイト前エーセ Simba eat my ass. 新バイト前エーセ
I forgot you could do this in Google Translate. I like how you can tell Google Translate to just say something with a Japanese accent, basically.
Hero. Hero. My name Scoot. My name's Scoot.
Alright, I'm done. I didn't have any good ones. Simba Eat My Ass is pretty good.
Why would they have took Japanese singer cover the song when it's still in English?
No, it's just the chorus that's in English. You know what's really interesting? I'll show you after I'm done these subtitles, actually. It's about songs in the Japanese version, and I don't know if I mentioned that the first time I went over the Japanese dub or not. How come there's no italic? How come it's just regular and bold? Isn't that the lamest fucking shit in the world? How do you... I need to Google this shit. I've complained about this before. How to italic text FCPX. Do you have to download a fucking, like... Oh no. Isn't that the worst? Holy shit. The first result. Select your title in the Inspector Video tab. Go to Distort. This will slant your title, creating a faux italic. Isn't that the worst fuck? How do you not have italic? Isn't that the lamest shit ever? That seems like so basic. Yeah. Just somebody... The first result was just somebody making a workaround. Where they were like... Yeah, let's do... There's no italic, so let's do this. Like, basically. Isn't that fucking awful? Holy shit. Whatever. It's not, like, super necessary. I can function fine without it, but that's... I can't believe... How many updates have you had? How many updates have you had to FCPX? There's been quite a few updates. You haven't added italic. Man, the light exposure shit in this movie is really bad looking. So, like, first the giraffes... I mean, technically first this. But, like, this and the giraffes, now that I've, like, covered both of them, it's just, like, it doesn't look good. It looks kind of shit. Doesn't that look like a really cheap effect?
Have fun, son. All right.
That's a really... You know, that and the giraffes, it just looks bad. Remember the furry who lost her NASA internship because she swore at somebody on Twitter? I just, like, when I heard myself say, wait, hold the fuck up, that's immediately what I thought of. She was like, suck my dick and balls. I'm in NASA. Yeah, she lost it and then she got it back, I think. It's cause she insulted Alinity. Man, Warner Brothers is like paving the way for the death of cinema. And it's pretty cool. Nolan, I love that it's Warner Brothers doing the let's release digitally at the same time as theaters for a month. I love that it's Warner Brothers doing it because that means Nolan movies are going to be affected. Can you imagine Christopher Nolan? He's probably going to have like So this is 2021 releases, of which Christopher Nolan doesn't have a film, but he's such a big name director and has enough sway over the studio. He's probably able to be like, I'm not doing that. You might see something in like 2022 or 2023 where every film on Warner Brothers release list is premiering on HBO Max alongside theaters, except for whatever Christopher Nolan movie is in that year. Clip this. This is my prediction. You'll see every film in a year but the Christopher Nolan movie direct to HBO Max in that year. Whether it's 2022 or 2023 or 2024, Christopher Nolan's film will be the only film that is not direct to HBO Max. Yeah. And eventually that will wear out. But he'll try. He'll goddamn try. This is all this is sorry, we made it A through H. I'm going to throw in an I here. Another reason why this is taking so long is because there's so much footage. It's not just 2 movies like Old Boy was. It's 2 movies with Disney levels of special features and promotional material. There's so much of it. They promote their films so much, both the 94 and the 2019 one, obviously. So there's so much. I don't think I've ever worked with more like interview and promotional footage. So this like all the different versions and like audio tracks and like special features and like like this is trimmed down. So this is like, come on, don't fucking freeze on me. Don't. All right. So this is trimmed down. So this is like everything that I think will be useful potentially. And the whole thing is like 4 hours. This part isn't trimmed down here. So let's say 3 hours. Ugh. There's just so much shit. Oh, people are making bets on how long how long my Lion King review will be and what month it's coming out. March, 4 hours, 19 minutes. That's not a bad prediction. That's not a terrible prediction, actually. February, 3 hours. That's also not a bad prediction. I like how people are memeing that stupid fucking face from the highlights video.
Do you have the slightest idea how little that narrows it down?
Man, this is really fucking weird. So they have the Japanese Blu-ray, and they didn't make different credits. They still have just directed by, obviously directed is the same, but they still have Donald Glover, Seth Rogen, Chiwetel Ejiofor. They still have just like all the English-speaking names in the credits here. Is it subtitled differently in the like? Do they have a dub in the credits part? What the fuck is going on in the credits in the Jap? Is literally the. Is there a Japanese one at the end? But yeah, maybe at the very end. But like, it almost just seems like it's just not there. Why would they? You can just make like a different video track. It seems so lazy. Wow, they didn't even... There are no Japanese credits. Yeah, this is the end. This is literally the end. Like, this is the Japanese Blu-ray. This isn't the Japanese option on the English Blu-ray. This is the Japanese Blu-ray. And if there was a Japanese option on the English Blu-ray, on the North American Blu-ray, then I wouldn't have to buy the Japanese Blu-ray. But it's weird that it's literally just English titles. They literally just copied and pasted the entire video track with just a separate audio track. An audio track that could have fit on the North American Blu-ray. You could have had one Blu-ray with every single fucking language track. You could have had one region-free Blu-ray with every language. I'm pretty sure that's what they did with The Lion King 1994. I think there's like one Blu-ray I own that has like a bajillion language tracks. And it's just a region-free Blu-ray. It's still creepy and weird.
Simba.
It's different, creepy, and weird. It's clearly trying to imitate the English one. It's so weird. It's so far back. It's not like there's... It's like, I feel like, man, I've barely made it so far in this movie. And then I realize, like, wow, it takes me like half an hour to get back to like a scene 10 minutes before. So it's not like I've done nothing in this time. There's a lot of work that's been done. It's just...
Yeah, my belly feels great.
I wish this movie came out in 2020 so that it could have lost as much money as Mulan. That film lost 130 million, by the way.
That's funny. Yeah, I guess. Thing process. This was an interesting frame to jump to. Got a game over in the knockoff game. That's good animation. His head gets bigger when the impact is made. Oh, that's awesome. That's so subtle. That's awesome animation. His head gets slightly bigger when the impact is made, but you can't tell when you're watching it. It's just like a like surprise thing, but literally his head has grown in size. Like the wide eye. This one's a little depressing too.
I'm a genius. Hey, genius.
Look at the posture. That's cute. Look at Simba's tail while he does that. That's kind of cute.
We lost him. I am a genius. Hey, genius, it was my...
Yeah. Good animation.
Simba, we really lost him. I know what you're thinking. The future king is a genius. You can't be serious.
I know what you're thinking. The future king the genius.
It's like, the best argument to make is literally just playing them side by side. That's why I do it so often. And I even mentioned that like right away here. Is literally just like, it's so damning when you see what it was and then what it is right after the other. So it's like, you have the original in mind.
All right.
Yup. And then, yup. This is a good picture. Or like like this one.
Now the sun is going down. I'm not just gonna. Now the sun is.
It's really sad because, like, Shahadi Wright Joseph was great in the movie Us. And, like, I don't know, it's just, like, it's proof that John either doesn't know how to work with actors or just didn't give a shit. Like, he didn't give a shit either because he doesn't care about The Lion King or he doesn't care about animated movies and thought, like, oh, the animation will make it better even though their voices don't do anything. Or he just doesn't know how to work with people for animated movies. I don't know. It's crazy just how impossible it is to relate to any character in this film. Because, like, you see the camera pan, like, that's not a pan, sorry. You see the camera, like, you know, moving forward. There's another technical term I'm just forgetting. Anyway. You know, there's, like, a little bit of tension in the music, you know. The implication is, like, the way it's presented, it's like the film thinks that you care about the character at this moment, but it's literally just not possible. You know, it's trying to, like, build tension, this, like, slow zoom here, you know? A little bit of dust moving in the environment. Could be a dolly zoom. Yeah, you can see the foreground in that tiny rock. Yeah, there we go.
Have fun, son. All right.
Cool. You hear that, Nala?
It's like the film thinks that you care about the characters or thinks that it can make you care about the characters, but it's not possible. It's literally not possible. I don't think there's a single person that gives a shit about any of the characters in this movie that didn't only give a that I don't think there's a single person that gives a shit about any of the characters in this movie for reasons other than the first movie existing. I don't think it's possible. They're all annoying as fuck.
Would you respond to Jon Favreau if he commented on your video?
No, I would screenshot it and frame it on my wall. Kind of. But it's like, I don't know. It's like, even when I get to all the way over here, which isn't even going to happen today for sure. It's probably not going to happen for the next, like, 3 days. It's still, like, nothing. It's still, like, just at the end of this scene. I still haven't, like, we still haven't even gotten to Mufasa death. Like, that's gonna happen, like, close to the 2-hour mark. Isn't that fucking shitty? I hate it. I haven't even talked about Beyonce. It's gonna be its own section. If you can put it on loop.
The sun is hitting Nala from the right of the screen, and the Hyena is from the left of the screen.
Yeah, there shouldn't be any light here. You're right. There shouldn't be any light here. But they're just lighting things like stupidly artificially. Not the birdie boiler. Not the birdie boiler.
Why didn't they reprise Cheech Marin and Jim Cummings?
Because they're only allowed to reprise Mufasa. Mexican people aren't black enough. I love this shot. It's so funny. Where it's like, you think he's biting the other guy's leg. You think he's biting Bonsai's leg. Then it turns out he's biting his own. It's like, that's a really funny gag shot, actually. It's pretty great. This might be a better shot. Because you look... if the mental handicap wasn't clear...
Found a video where Barry Jenkins talks about why he's doing Lion King 2. Thought you might find this interesting.
Like, I don't... like... Fucking Barry Jenkins can say whatever the fuck he wants. But like, I'm not gonna believe him. I'm not gonna believe him about like why he's doing the Lion King. Like he can make whatever fucking like emotional, like I'm connected to the characters sort of thing. Like I'm not gonna believe him. If you're connected to the characters, you'd be remaking Jon Favreau's remake, not continuing where he left off. Anyway, like what is he gonna say? Like I just wanted money. Like he's not gonna say that. Or I don't like. Okay. I don't think that he's a liar. I don't think that he's like bullshitting. I think he's fucking naive. He might be bullshitting too. He's at the very least incredibly fucking naive. Did you hear him say like, "Yeah, I only agreed under the condition that they'll let me do what I want with it," and they said yes. No, they're not. They're not going to, Barry. That's not how it works. So imagine if Barry Jenkins shows up and he's like, okay, we're doing it 2D. They're not going to allow that. Like, you don't have creative freedom, Barry. I'm sorry. You can't just do what you want. And if they told you otherwise and you believed it, you're fucking stupid. Whatever. Somebody remember the link to that clip. Maybe I should download it. I don't know. Why would they delete it? I don't know why they would delete it. Just in case I need it for a Lion King 2 review, because I don't feel like it's gonna be a Barry Jenkins film. It's not gonna be a Barry Jenkins movie. He's gonna direct it. It's not gonna be a Barry Jenkins film whatsoever, and they completely got rid of Bonsai and Ed in exchange for Kamari. Like this is literally just, it would be unprecedented. It would be like the craziest thing to ever happen in filmmaking history. Like it hasn't happened. And it's just not how it works. 2019, and am I gonna do the Lion King 2 if it's bad? I don't know. I'll probably watch it because like it can't possibly be worse than the first one especially if it's doing its own thing and it's not even like, even if it was remaking the straight-to-video Lion King 2 movie, I wouldn't care because that's not even good. So it's literally not possible for it to be this bad. I think it'll actually be an improvement because Barry Jenkins is a better director anyway, so. But that doesn't mean it'll be good. It's not going to be good. Anything like that. But I don't understand why they had... This is such a weird part. Baby boiler! It's just a weird, like, it's the weirdest part of the movie. Because it's during a serious scene. It's not like during a music video or anything. This would just kill him. it would just fucking, there's no, like, this is murder. It's just so, like, everything about this movie is just so uncreative. You take the most, like, basic way you could do something, and that's what they do. He's got, look at it, look at the size of his teeth there. That's so exaggerated. That's crazy. He's got like a way bigger mouth than he usually does. The proportions here are so weird. This doesn't make any goddamn sense. The grabbing Zazu and Bertie Boiler thing, that's like... It's a weird thing to put it into the movie. It might be my least favorite part of the movie. Like, treating it very seriously, too.
I think so. Where's Zazu?
Where's Zazu? It's like, there's a weird moment. It's like, oh, this is for kids. Whoa, this frame! Holy shit, animation! Oh my god. His eyes aren't even attached. He's got like 2 pairs of eyes right now. There's eyes here, and then there's eyes here. It's like the double motion just for like a split second. There's like two different things happening. That's crazy. That's awesome. I don't know if that happens twice in this movie. I think that might be the only time you get something like that. That's crazy. Wow. It's like, it's literally just one frame, you don't notice it. It can help a lot. I understand why they would do that with the eyes specifically.
Imagine all the ad money you can make from this.
Well, I mean, like, the ad money I make from this isn't really a fucking motivator at all, because if I'm releasing it all in one part, it makes just as much money. If I would make just as much money off of it if I stopped right now and then just ended the review, and, you know, so, like, that's not really a motivator. But, I don't know. I could split it into parts, I don't know. 2 parts. I'm debating it. I'm gonna have to see how I feel. I mean, parts work better ad-wise, but you can always put an ad break in the middle of a longer video. Like, the sound effect... That sound effect is really weird. And then Simba screaming with his mouth closed is also really weird. This is... Even if you were to ignore, like, even if you were to pretend like, no, that's Nala, her mouth is closed in the background too. It's definitely Simba screaming, by the way. It's definitely J.D. McCreary's voice. Yeah, screaming with your mouth closed, weird sound effect. It's a really weird moment. It's just, it like, the more times you play it, it's just, it gets worse and worse and worse. Like, this is in the chase scene. That sound effect is so bad, and the screaming with your mouth closed is also so bad. It's like, what's weird about it is, like, you have complete control and $260 million. There's no reason the mouth had to be closed. You know? By complete control, I mean it's an animated movie. Like, what? That's such a weird noise.
Don't let them get away!
Why is the score different? Like, why did they do that?
Don't let them get...
'Like, why not remake the score from the original? Because that was, like, the whole point of you being the composer. It's just such a lame score. And now the fight scene, the chase scene is over, like, within a heartbeat. That was the whole thing. That was literally the whole thing. And then they're back out, like, exactly where they started. Like, the chase scene didn't need to exist at all. Yeah, that's it. Literally, that was the whole chase. Like, why is it even there? Like, they're just back here now. That was literally... 27:41 to 28:12. So 30 seconds? 30 seconds compared to the chase scene in the original. 20:32 to about 21:30. So, like, this is like a whole minute. And then the standoff, you know. And it's really funny because, like, the 2019 film is still longer. Yeah, like, why even have a chase scene? Why even have it? It's literally 30 seconds long. They just, like, they're chased through these tunnels. Don't let them get away! But it's like nothing interesting is happening in this chase scene. I mean, if they were gonna do this chase scene exactly like it, then it might as well be 30 seconds instead of a minute. The original Lion King actually had a chase scene that wasn't just like, they're in a tunnel and then they come back out and that's it, you know?
Jesus, this movie is so grey. The color palette is so fucking dull.
This is a movie I would call dull. This is a movie I would completely call dull. You're absolutely right. Everything about it. The color palette, the voice acting, the animation.
Those lions do not run like they are scared.
Yeah, like, you're right. You're completely fucking right. They don't run like they're scared. They're doing, like, look at this light jog. Look at just how, like, slowly they run.
First of all, congratulations.
Barry Jenkins.
Hello, I like money.
What inspired you to
Direct the next live-action Lion King.
Money.
Hey again, guys. Thanks for watching. Here are the people that give me money. I am Gretty, aka Lemonade Warrior, Frank Stallone, The Lord Durham, Hoofy Doe, Olivia Spores, Dana, Ocean Machinery, Malav Shah, Brandon Stuper, and Pitt Wang. Happy holidays.